Well, Andy, you must have been delighted with the effort, the performance from the side, and on another day, a game you could have won.
Yeah, I think we displayed some qualities today which we shouldn't be over applauding. They have to be a bare minimum in terms of running and competing and winning duels. But I thought that say the effort and commitment was good, but it has to be the norm. I thought the supporters recognised that and got right behind the team for the whole game, which was, again, was really pleasing. And it was a tight game. You know, we got in front. Regan Hendry, brilliant football intelligence, because he's about to press on the outside where the keeper could have played, but he recognises that the body shape of the keeper, reads the pass and the interception, and the finish is different class. So no, we got ourselves in front, and I thought we started the game really well, both with and without the ball. We tried to put them under pressure as much as we could. We wanted to leave certain players on the ball, certainly trying to restrict Byers, because I think he's a fantastic player, you know, for this level of football. And then just a little bit disappointed that we couldn't manage to hold on to the lead for a longer period of time. A deflection on the shot, you know, I think it's going straight down straight into Luke's arm. So disappointed with that. The deflection, and I think for 5 minutes then we looked a little bit nervy, as if it's here we go again. But we managed to get through that period of time, and we played some really good football at times. We broke their press at times with the formation that we played, and we spoke at half time about trying to keep taking advantage of the spaces which we had, and down to their formation. The second half was probably a little bit scrappy, obviously a lot of stoppages and for free kicks and whatever else. And then when we go down to 10 men, it's a case of trying to reorganise on the pitch and on the sideline with the players we got left on. So we managed to do that, and it's a point, but it's all it is. And I'm saying we have to build on the fundamentals of that performance, and we now have to really focus on our recovery. You know, we've lost a player with a sending off, so we'll be in tomorrow. We'll start that recovery period has now started, and we look forward to Tuesday, and we have to replicate that level of performance.
You mentioned the formation. You made 4 changes. You just said the return of Regan Hendry, very influential for you. Josh Hawke starting as well. Yeah. And leaving Tom Davis and Conor Jennings on the bench. Injury, or was that all part of the changes that you wanted to make?
No, personal choice, different reasons for all 4 of them. As you said, great to have Regan back, and you know, Josh has not had a start for whatever reason. That's nothing to do with me. So he was the first person I spoke to on Thursday morning, told him he was going to play. We haven't scored enough goals. Yeah. We haven't created enough opportunities, and it's one thing he can do. So obviously there are areas of his game that he needs to get better at. But I thought that the influence of both of them, when we had good control, we could play through that first press, was really good, and they found some good spaces. So yeah, it's something again. Josh, Regan, whoever comes in the team has to build on that. Will the team be the same for Tuesday night? I don't know yet, but each and every one of the players has to be ready to go and play. And there's things we've spoken about over the last couple of days which have to be the norm. They can't be every now and again. They have to be the norm. We all realise the situation we're in, and the football club's in. So let's look at the standards and everything else, and keep trying to replicate that level of performance.
More likely winners. I mean, it was the keeper who was making the saves. You know, from Josh in the first half, Regan Hendry as well, and then Leo Connor of all people with a volley in the second half as well. And of course, then the good corner from Sam Findlay and the defender, and it flicks off the post as well. So little things not going your way, but you looked the more likely.
Yeah, I thought that the way we tried to create chances from open play and from set plays was good. There's good variety. We did some work yesterday morning, so that the players took that on board, and we have to find different ways. So our ability to score from set plays hasn't been good enough, you know, but when you are where you are, you have to find different ways of scoring goals. So a little bit of variety today, so some short corners, you know, because it was the one worry for me in terms of when I named that team, that they were physically bigger than we are, certainly for when we had to defend set plays. So I think again the players did brilliantly on that, and we had to find a different way of trying to score from set plays. Our delivery in the first half wasn't great. The first man kept heading things away, so we spoke about half time of of changing our strategy. The one with 𝗬𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗏 was a pre-planned one, trying to get someone around the back post. But we said, just go and play short. They're bigger than we are. They're probably going to win most headers. So let's try and create an overload for a short corner. And it nearly worked.
I think it was 14 crosses first half, but no end product. I suppose that's the one criticism, wouldn't it?
Yeah, listen, we have to improve everywhere, but an area that we certainly have to get better at is in the final third, and not almost playing too quickly. If an opportunity is on, obviously go and take it, but if the opportunity isn't on, recycle a ball and go and find another opportunity, because something will materialise. So, listen, it's been a couple of days, a lot of things that have been said, and words are easy, aren't they? Words are easy, and it's about action. So the players can be rightly happy with their performance today. I think the supporters will go home knowing that the players gave everything, which should be the minimum requirement. And necessarily now we have to focus now on our next opponents, which is Grimsby.
Jordan Turnbull came off at the end. I mean, is that a muscle strain, or was it just a bit of cramp? What was it?
Yeah, I think a combination of all of them. Tom was obviously desperate to get onto the pitch and came on and did the job that we needed to do, certainly. And when we're down to 10 men and we're trying to reorganise our shape, again, with the players we had on it, and perhaps not go away from the organisation we had at the start in terms of the back five, do you know what I mean? So that's what we tried to do.
And just a couple of questions about you. Number one, back as a manager today, interim manager now, how much have you enjoyed that, Andy?
Yeah, listen, it's, as I said in the press yesterday, the reason I came to the club in the first place was to work with Nigel. Nigel asked me to come back and look at things and work in a certain way. So our conversation on Wednesday, I wouldn't be stood here if he would have been against it and wouldn't have said no, so go for it. So obviously glad he did. It's a position of responsibility. I have to lead the players and the staff through a difficult moment. But we spoke about having 13 games left. Will I be stood here for 13 games? I don't know. But for every game I'm going to be stood here for, the players have to give everything, 100%.
And short term, you'll be in charge for Tuesday night?
Unless someone calls me today or tomorrow or Monday and tells me not, that's what I'm planning for. Yeah, so we're in tomorrow. The players who haven't played will train, and we'll train hard tomorrow. The starters will recover, and then we'll start focusing on